Okay, so here is the basic circuit build for the apprentice level circuit. This is the flashing LED for transistors. I'm using a programmable unijunction transistor, so a put. All right, so you want to double check and make sure that your put is the 2N6027. So if you can kind of see here, so I have that 2N6027. And as with any circuit, I'm going to put the major components on my breadboard first. Right, in this case, I've got two of them. Remember, major components, anything that has 3 pins or more. All right, so I have a potentiometer right here. In this case, it's a 5 kilo ohm potentiometer, and my put. Now you have to make sure that you have your put in the right direction. Remember, for the put, the flat part goes to the left. So I'm going to start with my put up here, right? And I'm actually going to put my potentiometer right above it, just like this. Make sure that my pot is bent correctly. There we go. All right, so I've got, everything in where it's supposed to go. All right, now all I need to do is start connecting my pieces. All right, so if I start with let's start with the potentiometer. So my top pin, if you look at the schematic diagram, that top pin I'm using as the left pin, that goes to source. So just to make sure that I keep it in order, I'm actually going to use a red wire. So I will put the red wire here, and that goes to source. All right. And then the other side, the other pin of my potentiometer is grounded. So I'm going to use a black wire for that. All right, so that goes in row 4 down here. All right, so I've skipped the middle pin, and that goes to ground. All right, now my middle pin, let's take a look at that. My middle pin is what's connected to the, if you look at the diagram, the middle pin of the potentiometer, that's the one with the arrow, that gets connected to the gate, or the middle pin of my put. So I'm going to connect this to the middle pin of the potentiometer, right? So you can see that the yellow wire connected to row 3, and that's what row the potentiometer is on. And I'll connect it to the middle of my put. That's the gate. All right, and then I'm going to now move on to the put. All right, I already took care of the gate, so I've just got the anode up top. That's up here, and the cathode on the bottom down here. So let's do the easy one. The cathode is down here, and that just has an LED attached to it, and that LED goes to ground. So I'm just gonna put that right there. Great. Now the last part is this anode section. Now this anode, there's a parallel circuit here, so we've actually got 2 branches if I follow it up. So I've got first R1, and that's a 10K resistor. So I've got my 10K resistor here. I'm going to connect R1 to source, just like this. But then also connected to the anode is another resistor. In this case, it's the 22K resistor. So I have my 22K ohm resistor right here. And I'm going to connect it like this and give myself some space down here. Because this resistor doesn't go straight to ground or source, it actually is connected to C1, which is your 47 microfarad capacitor. And you can see it's labeled here with a 47 microfarad. And that goes from the resistor to ground. All right, and now if I carefully tune this, I want to tune it as it gets brighter and brighter. I want to be careful, and as soon as that light shuts off, suddenly I want to stop. There we go. This one blinks pretty fast, actually. Yours may blink slower. It could take as much as a second or two, a second to a second and a half to turn on and off. Mine's going a little faster. So there you go. That's the circuit.